welcome to another vlog. If you've been here for a while, you might notice something different is going on, and that is because I got a new camera. I am now filming this on my DJI Osmo Pocket 3. If you had watched the Disney World vlogs, you will know that on the last day of our trip, my Canon PowerShot broke, so the screen on it no longer works. I wanted to repurchase the Canon PowerShot because I have used it for so many years. I have been vlogging for 7 years, so if you are new here and you've just arrived, you've got a whole backlog to catch up on. But I have some very, very exciting things in the pipeline with regards to the book and to publishing, so I knew I needed to get a new camera, so I decided to splurge and get the DJI. So far I'm loving it. It is taking a little bit of getting used to. I took it out this morning, you will have seen the clips, just to the gym, and I wrote in the gym cafe after my workout and just kind of tested it out a little bit. So this is kind of like a tester vlog, but if you are new here and you're wondering who I am, I'm Hazel. I'm a Scottish author living in the Netherlands. My book, A Fate Forged in Fire, is coming out on the 27th of May worldwide. This is the UK edition. The UK edition has the purple cover, and the US edition has the red cover. So I thought I would catch you guys up on what is happening and what is coming on this channel. I love YouTube. YouTube is my favorite platform to create content on. Like I said, I've been doing it for 7 years. And I really want to pour a little bit more time and attention into it because I have an account on TikTok in the Netherlands, so I don't make any money from TikTok. I'm not in the creator fund. I do make money from YouTube. But I want to say within like 7 years of vlogging, I think I've made maybe like 140 euros total. So it's not much, but I really want to just kind of up my game a little bit over here, hence the new camera, etc. I am going to the UK next month in March to do a sell-in with booksellers and for an influencer event for A Fate Forged in Fire, which is really exciting. I was not expecting to be able to have an influencer event. Not a lot of debut authors get one, but my publisher was really just like, no, you know what? We want to give A Fate Forged in Fire like the best chance possible. Let's invite some influencers. It's going to be a small event, but we are going axe throwing, which was actually my friend Sarah's suggestion. So thank you, Sarah, for that, because it matches like the female rage vibe of the book perfectly. The next day, I am doing a sell-in with booksellers with my publisher. So that is basically where we just go in person, door to door. I'm basically going to be a door-to-door salesman for this week, and I'm not mad about it. So we're going to give them like a little elevator pitch on why it's in their best interests to stock the book, why we think people will buy the book. Because if you don't know, as an author, like obviously pre-orders are super important, links always below, from individuals like yourselves, the lovely people who are watching these vlogs. But my publisher very much focuses on getting this book into bookstores because bookstores will buy in bulk. They will likely buy like 100, 200 copies of this book in one go, which will obviously help much more towards getting on things like the New York Times bestseller list. In order to make the New York Times bestseller list in a week, you'll need to sell round about 10,000 copies. That's like the average to aim for if you want to be in the top 10. A debut author to make the New York Times bestseller list. It's my goal. I don't need to be number one. But I would just love to make the list. But making the adult fantasy list when Rebecca Yarros is involved with 3 books, it's going to be a tough ask. So if you haven't already pre-ordered the book, you know where to go. So hopefully it all goes well, but we're doing a sell-in in London, and then I'm also going up to Edinburgh to do a sell-in there. Then, because I'm already going to be in Scotland, I'm going to go home to Glasgow for a couple of days, and then I'll just reverse the journey to come back home. So I'm going to be vlogging the whole trip and I'm very, very excited about it. I always enjoy going to London to visit my publisher. I have friends that live in London, I have friends that live in Edinburgh and friends that live in Glasgow, so I kind of get to just go home for a little bit. So yeah, look forward to all of those vlogs. And then there have also been whisperings about a book tour over publication of this book. So the book obviously publishes May 27th. We are going to be in Scotland. I think I can say that. Everything is still to be confirmed. So let's just, with regards to the book tour, take everything I say with a pinch of salt. But I am going to be going to several locations across the UK. My husband's going to be coming with me, and obviously we will be filming that as like a little UK road trip at some point in the summer. So you guys are going to want to stay tuned for all of that exciting stuff. But at the moment, I am in the middle of rewrites of book 2. They haven't been sent to my editors yet. This is just me working from my agent's notes. That's what I was working on this morning. So I am going to stop waffling. I hope I have caught you guys up enough. If you have questions, you know where to go in the comments. And for the rest of this vlog, tomorrow I am going into the bookstore to write, so I'll take you guys with me. And I'm hopefully going to discuss an event or a signing with the owners of the bookstore, again, for publication. So I'm hoping to get that ironed out tomorrow. And then on Friday, me and Paul are going to the Mall of the Netherlands because there's a really nice bookstore there called Pagman. I don't think I'll be doing an event with them. The reason I'm going there, I'm going as a reader because they are one of the only stores in my experience that I've noticed in the Netherlands that do nice special editions in English. And I got a book voucher. I got a little book voucher from my mother-in-law for my birthday, so I want to go and spend that. So that's what this vlog is going to be. Thank you all for being here. If you've landed on this for absolutely no reason and you're enjoying the waffle, make sure you subscribe. Good morning. I am heading into the bookstore. There is someone just behind me wheeling a bike, which makes this a little bit awkward to film. But I'm almost there. It is so cold this morning. And Centrum usually at this time in the morning isn't busy at all. But it's kind of busy this morning, so I'm gonna vlog when we get in. Into the bookstore and I'm using the microphone, which I hope is like helping to pick up what I'm saying a little bit better. Yeah, I don't know why Centrum was so busy. Usually when I walk from like the parking garage to here, there's literally no one, but there was someone like beside me the whole time, so I was like, I'm not gonna start the vlog now. So I thought I'd start it in here, but this is where I usually sit. I'm in Hachette. It's an independent bookstore that has this lovely little cafe in it. The cafe opens at 8 o'clock in the morning. The bookstore opens at 9:30, and if you couldn't tell already, I pretty much come in here for opening. I also want to buy Deep End by Ali Hazelwood because that just came out and I need to read it. Currently reading Blood Over Brighthaven, which is great. One thing I will also say for this cafe is it is the best coffee I have ever found in Tilburg. I don't know when I became such a coffee snob. I never used to drink coffee, but over the last year, like from writing and stuff, I have absolutely become a coffee snob. And here is said coffee. I mean, I always wish that they would do coffee in a mug with a handle instead of a glass, but it tastes good. I usually drink flat whites, but everywhere has put their prices up a lot because there's 2 shots of espresso in a flat white. So I've stopped drinking them, which means almost everywhere else now I have to drink a cappuccino. And I don't like cappuccinos because I don't like the foam. This is riveting content. This is the riveting conversation that you signed up for. But here they have a bit more of an extensive coffee menu. And the barista, the lovely barista, made me a cortado, which is basically a flat white, but with one shot. The thing I love about this cafe is that they have a stamp card, and I just got a free coffee, and they've given me a little new one. With the price of coffee these days, this is handy. So I just had a really nice conversation with Ruud, who is one of the booksellers here, about potentially organising an event. He seems very enthusiastic about it. We'd already had like a little mini chat about it, but now we like exchanged emails, talked about dates, and maybe how many people would want to come. So if you are based in the Netherlands or even Belgium, because obviously this store is in Tilburg, so it's kind of close to the border, and you would want to come to an event here, leave a comment and let me know. I'll also be asking on my social media because I'm not going to do many events in the Netherlands. I might do maximum 2. Just to make sure that we get halfway decent attendance. Like, I don't want to overcommit myself and then be sitting at a table somewhere and no one is here. That's embarrassing. So yeah, I think that would be probably the second week in June, because I am on tour in the UK the last week in May, like over publication, and then I'll be back here. So it's all very exciting, but I thought I would show you guys the bookstore. So I always film obviously in the cafe, but this is what the bookstore looks like. It's really bright and airy. There's loads of little seats. They're so accommodating to kids. It's adorable. And they also have like some tables in here as well. Oh, it's focusing on my hand, where people can write and do some work. And the English section is just down there. I am actually looking for Deep End by Ali Hazelwood because it was published 2 days ago and I really thought they would have it. I can't see it on any of the tables, so I think I'm gonna have to go and ask someone, and I don't like asking people things. So here they actually do have a very good English section. They have English fantasy here. Obviously they've got the new Onyx Storm. So these are what we call export copies. So for instance, it's not available really anywhere else in paperback yet, but because Europe most often buy export copies from the UK, that's how we get new books in paperback as well. I think they do have a Dutch special edition over there somewhere. But let me see, where would... Oh, they have this gorgeous special edition of The Poppy War. Like, this special edition is insane. Like, oh my goodness. Even the quality of the paper feels amazing. Like, stunning. This is the table that A Fate Forged in Fire will be on soon. I did not realize that Quicksilver was like this massive. Is that again just because this is an export copy? Oh, I really want to pick this one up as well. Heavenly Bodies. I really want to read that. And I really want to read A Language of Dragons, even though this is YA. I really want to read this. Let me know in the comments if any of these books here are on your TBR. I was just walking towards English novels and being like, where is Deep End? And I walked right past it. They're right here. Why are they just like discarded on a stool? Maybe they were like about to display it. But yes, I have it in my hands. And yeah, prices of books in the Netherlands will absolutely make you cry. In case anyone watching this didn't know, I am a former competitive swimmer. I used to swim for Scotland. So given that this little romance is about a competitive swimmer and a diver, when she announced this, I was so excited. I begged the publisher for an arc. They told me they would send one, and then they just never did it. So a little bit bitter about that. But I'm happy I have it in my hands. I'm going to finish Blood Over Brighthaven today, hopefully. And then I'm going to start reading this. Perfect. Thank you, Elle. So I'm home now, and I thought I would just show you guys quickly my outfit today. Ignore the bags behind me, but this is what I've been wearing. So I got this little cream jumper and satin skirt kind of combo. The jumper and skirt are both from Uniqlo. The belt is from H&M. Now, I am not sponsored by Uniqlo yet. All of these clothes were bought and paid for by me in the Florida vlogs. If you watch them, you will have seen me go into Uniqlo, because also the shorts and leggings I always wear to work out are their Airism leggings and shorts, they're called, because they are literally the comfiest things I've ever worn. Like, I bought 2 online the end of last year and loved them so much that when we went to Orlando and there was an Uniqlo store, I hope I'm saying that right, there, I immediately bought 3 leggings and 3 shorts of the same type in multiple different colors, because I was like, yes, I want to wear these. And I ended up buying a lot of clothes there as well. And I really like them. They last really well. They fit me really well. I like the style. So I was a bit cheeky and I just reached out to Uniqlo and I was like, hey, I'm going on a book tour this year. I don't know if, like, because I've seen them sponsor other influencers and stuff. So I was like, I'm just going to try my luck here. And we've been emailing back and forth and they are actually interested. So we were going to go to the Uniqlo store in Den Haag tomorrow when we go to the Mall of the Netherlands, because that's where it is. But they don't have time to meet up with me then. But they have asked for me to come into the store at another point this month. Yes, whiskies. I'm still getting to grips with using this, but you being needy. You being a needy pupper. So I've been having not so great luck lately with like brand collaborations. Every brand I've reached out to has either snubbed me or has said yes and then like ghosted me. That happened with Corksicle. I showed you the mug yesterday that I always drink out of. And we emailed back and forth for ages and they were like, yeah, when you're back in the US, just give us an address we can send some stuff to. I gave them my friend Manda's address because she very kindly was like, yeah, just get them to send it here. And then they never did. So that was a bit disappointing. But yeah, for anyone watching like vlogs or content creators and wonders like how sponsorships and stuff happen, either you use brands' products a lot and they notice you tagging them in like stories and stuff, which is what happened with Uniqlo, or the influencer creator kind of reaches out themselves. Again, I kind of did both with Uniqlo. But there's kind of, I'm at a bit of like an intersection with brands because I'm a Scottish person who lives in the Netherlands. So UK brands don't want to work with me because I don't live in the UK. So they don't want to send their stuff to the Netherlands. But then Dutch brands also don't want to work with me because I don't speak Dutch in my content and I don't have like a primarily Dutch audience. So that makes things a little bit more difficult. But yeah, it's not my main source of income anymore. For a while there it was. So I don't put as much like stress on it. But yeah, it would be nice to get like some sort of perk from putting so much effort into content creation. Because like I said yesterday as well, I don't make any money from TikTok. Like we don't have the creator fund in the Netherlands. So I upload a TikTok video every day. I have multiple videos that are sitting at like over 10 million views. I didn't make a penny from any of that. So if you are still sat here watching my YouTube channel and you are subscribed, thank you, because this is like the only form of content that actually makes me money. I am now going to go and probably change out of these clothes because I don't like staying in normal clothes when I'm home. Walk this dog again, make myself some lunch, and then settle in for the afternoon writing session. So I am gonna stop filming today because I actually do need to get a good amount of work done. But I will pick this back up tomorrow when me and Paul are having our little day together. We're gonna do a nice long walk with the dog in the morning, and then we are going to go to the Mall of the Netherlands, and I'm hoping I can get a Wagamama's. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Zand, which is where we are walking our doggy this morning, because yeah, the mall's like, who's that behind me? There he comes. Because the mall's over an hour drive, so yeah, we're gonna be away for a good few hours. I should have brought the microphone, it's a little bit windy. I hope you guys can hear me.
Look at him, he's sitting at the water. Like, I'm a duck now. Give me Brett.
So if you have dogs, I want to know this in the comments. What do you call the walks that you take your dogs on? Because we obviously have like multiple different walks that we take Whiskey on, but we don't ever call, he's going crazy, we don't ever call any of them by like the name of the place. So we have the short walk, which is like just around our housing estate.
Yes.
We have the landfill, Which sounds like we're just like
Sounds horrible.
I know, like, you want to go walk at the landfill? It's not actually at the landfill. It's a really nice nature reserve, which is technically called De Moor. It's just, you have to drive past the landfill to get there. We also have the Sandy Place, which is not...
It's like dunes.
Yeah, but we call it that because when I moved here, I couldn't say I couldn't say that, so we just call it the Sandy Place. So let me know in the comments if you guys do a similar thing with your dogs, or if we're weird. And my dog has...
Take the action shot.
No, he's decided to poo in the middle. Right. At least there's a lot of bins here. So Tezand is like...
Tezand?
Tezand, that's how you say it, right? It's
like T apostrophe.
This language, honestly. Yeah, this is basically a place people come in the summer to like swim and sunbathe and picnic. But between... When? 1st of October, 1st of April? Babe.
What?
Between the 1st of October and the 1st of April, you can walk your dogs here, right? And then in the summer, you're not allowed. So we are making...
Bring their dog in summer, but like, yeah, it's like packed.
Yeah, we are making the most of it in the winter, but I don't know why, I thought it was going to be sunny today. But yeah, weather, not great. About an hour's drive. We're about 30 minutes into the drive now, and we're going to do a little bit of shopping. Obviously today I'm taking a little day off of writing, which is very nice. Paul is off today because he's technically working tomorrow, it's a Friday, but I have some exciting things in my email inbox that I'm not really allowed to talk to you guys about yet, but I can probably say that they are taking place in the Netherlands. And they will be taking place in like summer, autumn. So obviously the book is publishing May 27. I probably am going to have something happening in the Netherlands in June. And then I have something happening at the end of September and the beginning of October. So you're going to have to stay tuned to find out what those things are. But it's making me realize that the end of this year is going to be very busy. Do you think, babe?
It is going to be very busy.
Yeah, and I already kind of suspected that, but I really want to say yes to kind of every opportunity that comes my way with this first book, obviously because I want it to do as well as possible. So that means that between now and May, I'm gonna just try and write as much as I can and get as much done, so that when the publication rolls around, I have as much time to just focus on the publication as possible and not also be worried about like deadlines or anything. So there's exciting things coming. We are in Wagamama's. We don't have many Wagas in the Netherlands, just in like big cities. I think you get them in Amsterdam, Den Haag, which is where we are, and in Utrecht. I usually come with Emily because it's not Paul's favourite. So I'm gonna have my noodles and he's gonna have a side, and then we'll probably grab him a burger because they have a really nice food court selection here in the Mall of the Netherlands. That's one thing I will say, is they have like a lot of different eating places. So we're gonna dig in because we're both a bit hungry now. It's only 12 o'clock, but like I feel like we've been up for a while and done a lot. I finished Blood Over Brighthaven this morning. It was good. 5-star read. Worth a read to anyone. If you don't already have it on your TBR, put it on.
Second lunch time.
Second lunch. Yes, I assume you could get your burger here. Oh, this is the butcher one.
What?
This is the butcher that you were looking at.
The daddy.
The one? The daddy. Well, there's a happy boy.
Yes.
He's got his burger. Yes, this man really is God's favorite because he has a body like that while eating food like this. You ready to do some shopping?
Yes.
Let's shop.
And I have third lunch?
Third lunch? No, but maybe we can get
I could go for another burger. Like,
I'm sure you could.
But let's not.
Let's not. So we are starting off in this little section and I think we're just going to work our way around the mall. They have a whole display of dragon books.
I was about to say, like, it's...
Yeah, they've got Onyx Storm, they've got When the Moon Hatched, Dragonfall, Priory. Next year, huh? Not even next year. In like 4 months.
Oh, yes. This is what we need.
Let's get each other's things on.
Look at his little smile.
So Abigail Owen actually blurbed for me. So she wrote a little blurb for The Fate Forged Empire.
She did a little
And I can't remember what she said about it. I think she said something like it was a compelling romantasy with like strong female leads. But this is her book, and the next one is coming out in a couple of months. So we have made it to the bookstore.
Oh, let me go to
Let's see what they have. Okay, you go to Vodafone, I go find books. They have a whole wall full of jelly cats. It is such a unique bookstore. Like, it's very kind of quirky, but I feel like they always do really nice displays. This is their Valentine's Day selection. They have a lot of the cloth-bound classics. I don't actually collect any of the cloth-bound classics. This might be kind of controversial, but I actually am not the biggest fan of how they look. Like, yes, they all look very uniform and everything, but I don't find these types of covers particularly aesthetically pleasing. But I think I have the ones I do collect. Yeah, I have this one of Wuthering Heights. I think these are much prettier. So I have some of these. You guys might have spotted them actually on the bookshelves by my desk in my office. So there's a couple of these that I don't have. I might actually get them. I can see Sherlock Holmes here. They've got Sense and Sensibility, but I've already got quite a few Jane Austens. But that's really pretty. I love the flowers on the spine there. Those are really nice colors. Oh, and they've got a really nice quote on the back. Okay, I love that. Yeah, they have more up here. See, I find this so much more aesthetically pleasing. I've got The Wind in the Willows. I have The Railway Children. Oh, husband's decided to pounce. Hello.
Your thing is crooked.
I know, it's so hard. I'm struggling so much with this gimbal. It does smell really nice of iced coffee, but I cannot believe that this is 30 euros. I'm not paying 30 euros for that.
Nope.
That smells really nice.
What does it smell like?
It doesn't smell like firewood, it smells like... I just dropped wax. Fantastic.
Like
Select my books.
Like a squirrel.
Smell like a squirrel. Do I get the Jane Austen books because they're really pretty, or do I only get ones that I don't have? Like classics that I don't have. Because I don't have Sherlock Holmes.
This is a classic one. Moby Dick.
I don't have Sherlock Holmes. But is that one of my favorite stories? No. I'm currently trying to remember if I have this one. I might actually need to get a photo out of my desk to figure out if I have this one. It's gonna be so weird when I come into stores like this and I can see my book. Like, the time that is getting so close now. Like, it's gonna be, yeah, here somewhere. They're really going hard on their Valentine's Day displays. Some really good books out here, actually. I can see some hardcover special editions here, but I'm trying to figure out if they are in English or in Dutch. Really nice sprayed edges on Quicksilver, but I don't know. Oh, that's the Dutch edition. That is the Dutch edition. The time I was here, they had a few hardcovers in English. Do they have The Language of Dragons? Paul, my husband's taller than I am. Oh, I think they have it. Yes! Look at that. Yes! And I wanted to buy this. Is this the English version? It has to be. Yes, it is. We have a happy Hazel. Like, look at those edges. Stunning. And it was right up the top there. I almost didn't see it. Oh, look how pretty that naked hardcover is. Oh my gosh. Okay, it says $16.99. What's it going to be in euros? A lot more. Let me highlight some of my publishing siblings. So we have Demi Winters, the Rudolphs. If you like Vikings and sizzling spice and romance, female rage, this is for you. We have Liv. She's also a publishing sibling. She also writes about dragons. Lots of romance, lots of banter. I'm sure the US ones will all be up in the romance section because I'm with a romance publisher in the US. We have another publishing sibling, Hannah Bonham Young, and this is her new one, Out of the Woods. I rated this 5 stars. It was amazing. I read Out on a Limb and Next to You as well. I gave them both 4 stars, really good reads, but this one just, I don't know, it just hit different. Read. So this is what I'm forever doing for my friends. This is Rosie. She also blurbed for Fate, Fortune and Fire. We're going to put her in front of Stephen Fry. Apologies to the booksellers, but we're going to put you face out. Stephen Fry has a whole shelf. Rosie can go face out. Also heard really good things about The Favourites, but this paperback is €23, so I think I'll either wait till I'm in the UK next month, and get it in the works because it'll be way cheaper, or get the Kindle version. I get all of my book recommendations mostly nowadays either from my publishers or from my friend Maddie. She's Mad's Book of Insta. I'll maybe tag her below. What are you looking for? What's it called? Savannah Park.
Looks a little bit the same as Cornista, but maybe for small children. But I liked the little side, it had like a little
meerkat.
Little meerkat.
That I have 2 lavender dragons.
Like Whiskey would love this. He loves eggs on toast.
Whiskey would like that. I mean, when I unboxed my dragon yesterday, he absolutely thought it was for him.
Do you see him suckling on this?
Yes, I do. I see him making it soaking wet. But if you were to get a jellycat, what one would you pick?
For myself?
Yeah, for yourself.
Fox. What is this? Fox?
It's a squirrel, I think.
This is not a squirrel.
No? Is it a fox? Why is it sitting up then? If this wasn't in Dutch, I would get this little card set for my best friend because she loves Heartstopper so much. And they gave me a little complimentary bag. Stop laughing at me. Let's go get a coffee. We're doing a bit more shopping. Paul's in one of his favourite stores, the Beaver store. It's like a camping, he's a fisherman, so it's like a camping store. Are you going to try out these little beds and see? Yeah. I don't camp. I'm not a camping person. I do find this kind of genius that they lay it out on rocks. What about the other one? Oh no, that one's thinner. Army, you almost rolled off the side. That one's not as good, is it?
No, this is not as good. This one's nice.
Paul also got himself some shoes. I'm getting this. I know it's for kids. I know it says 3+. I am 3+. I have the big version, but sometimes like my bags aren't big enough to carry like a full-size water bottle. So I could just take this, and it's pink and it's got little sloths in it.
You're my little sloth.
Yeah. Did you say sloth or did you say slut?
That's the accent, I'm sorry.
Okay, shopping completed. We are now in the car on the way home, and I picked up, actually Paul picked up because he paid for it, car snacks for on the way back. I did just want a donut, but they didn't have strawberry iced. What?
Can you show me them?
Yeah.
This can be a one-bite thing, right?
Would you like one right now? Oh,
Yeah.
you mean you don't want me to make a mess?
I don't want you to make a mess in the car. Exactly.
I can fit the whole one in my mouth, easy. Thank you. Yes. So I'm gonna eat some of this. We're gonna head home and get stuck in a little bit of traffic by the looks of things. But it was a nice day out.
Mm-hmm.
But let's get home to the pupper. He's been home alone all day, sleeping, so he's gonna be a ball of energy by the time we get
5
home.
hours.
And I'll probably 5 hours.
It took him out for like an hour.
I know, like we never leave this dog alone. He's so good when he's alone.
Like
He really is.
Some peace and quiet.
So I forgot to finish the vlog yesterday. This is a common occurrence for me. If you've been here for a while, you will probably already know that. I am trying to get better, hence why I am now sitting here looking like an egg. I've just gotten out of the bath. It is 2:30 on a Saturday afternoon. I've done all the housework. I have done the groceries. I've had an everything shower. Even done a little face mask. So I'm excited to get downstairs and have a coffee. But I thought I would very quickly show you guys what I picked up yesterday because I promised to do that. I also realized that I mentioned when I was in Pagman and we were looking at the jelly cats that my best friend Emily got me a jelly cat for my birthday. But I just realized today that I don't think I've showed you guys. Here she is. She is Lavender Dragon. She's crazy expensive. So the fact that my best friend, she literally told me because I bought myself last year the mini version, and this mini version was already like 30 euros. Because I was like, no, I can't justify spending the money on myself to get the big one. She was like, I know you wouldn't spend it on yourself, so I spent it for you. I do not deserve her. Yeah, I now have 2 little lavender dragons, so let me know in the comments if I should bring these guys to the book tour. Because, yeah, I feel like I should also match like the color scheme of the book, so I feel like it would be a wasted opportunity if I didn't. On to what I purchased yesterday. Last year, also in the summer, I believe, I went into Hollister and I got myself some of their trousers and I actually love them. I don't think I have consistently worn jeans in about a year and a half. I think the pandemic changed me. I no longer wear bras. If I need to wear a bra, I can only wear like very loose fitting sports bras. Underwire life, I'm no longer about it. And the same is going with jeans. Like I just hate wearing anything restrictive. If you've been here a while, I'm also pursuing an autism diagnosis. I think that has something to do with it. And now I just refuse. I refuse to be having horrible things touching me. So I got these wide leg linen trousers. I'm not going to try them on. I'm sure you guys will see them in a future vlog because I plan on wearing these when I'm in the UK at the sell-in in March. But yeah, they button up the top. They're a little bit elasticated at the back. These are a size large and they fit me absolutely perfectly in the waist because usually I can find things to fit me in the leg, but then I struggle in the hips department thanks to my Irish famine genes. My ancestors were like, next famine, you're not gonna struggle. You're gonna hang on to all of that. And then I also got this cardigan. I have a significant lack of cardigans. I have one cardigan, it's brown. I don't like it. I don't know why I bought it. So I saw this one in blue. It was a little bit expensive. This was 50 euros and these were 60 euros. The trousers were 60, but the trousers were 30% off. And then I ended up getting 20% off of my order because it was my birthday recently because I'm like a Hollister Rewards member. So yeah, I got this lovely cardigan. I will most likely wear both of these next month when I'm away in March, so I'm sure you guys will see them then. Moving on to books. Oh, I showed you guys this in store, but I am still shocked that I managed to grab this. Like, I can't believe that they had this edition in store. I did spend, I think, 16 euros on Next of Kin. She's my publishing sibling, Hannah. She's also with Dell Romance in the US. So I thought I'm supporting my fellow publishing sibling. I have all of her other books here. I have Next to You right here. Where is Out on a Limb? I have Out on a Limb as well. That's over here. And I also have... Oh no, Out of the Woods I got as an e-arc. So I have these guys and Out of the Woods is on my Kindle. It's a special edition of The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. This book has been on my TBR for years. That's no exaggeration. I've had people tell me it's really good. I've had people tell me they didn't like it. I've decided to be the judge for myself. And again, this was a lovely, pretty special edition. It's quite like stocky for a hardcover. Usually they're a little bit bigger. But yeah, it had this really nice edge on it. It also has gorgeous, gorgeous end papers. That's the one at the back. And at the back as well. Like, isn't that just stunning? So yeah, I thought this is definitely worth the money. If I'm gonna be a book dragon, I'm gonna hoard myself some pretty books. You guys also saw this is maybe the most ridiculous purchase I made. It's a mini camelback. I know this is supposed to be for kids. I have the adult one. I take it everywhere, but sometimes my bag is not big enough for the full-sized one and it drives me mad. So I thought for those rare occasions, I am going to get this one. And the only reason I did was because it has a sloth on it. Lastly, I went into the Body Shop and grabbed some essentials. We needed some more hand cream. Paul actually on the way to the mall was like, do you have any hand cream? And I was like, not in this bag. So I picked this up, and this is actually my favorite like scent that they do. It's shea and plum. And they usually only do this around Christmas time. And I think this is still a Christmas special edition because it has like the little snowflakes there on the bottom. That's what it looks like. So yeah, if you go into your local Body Shop and they still have it, pick it up because I love the smell. And then I also got the cleansing balm. I've been using this for the last few months. The first one I ever got was the chamomile, and then I think when I went to replace it, they only had like the rose oil one in store. They all do the same job, it's just different scents, but this is really, really good for taking off your makeup. And then just really quickly before I properly end this vlog, I'm aware I've been yapping. I spent all morning reading this. I've finished it. I have finished Deep End already. It was incredible. I have some thoughts on it. I'm gonna give you guys the cliff notes. So I am a former competitive swimmer from the ages of, I wanna say about 5 years old until 18. I competed. I trained upwards of 4 hours a day, 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours after school, weekend competitions, ended up representing Scotland at national level. This was my life. So I was worried when I went in. I was like, please let's have some good representation. Now, the female main character is a competitive diver, so you get a lot more about the diving side of the sport rather than swimming, which makes sense because the male love interest is a swimmer. I would have loved a little bit more of the swimming setting, but I think I'm probably the only one who would have said that, and I think it's only because I was a swimmer. So I don't think the average reader is going to be like, oh, there wasn't enough about swimming, because there was already quite a lot. The only thing I will say is that I didn't think the addition of lab work was necessary. Now, I have all of her books there. The Love Hypothesis is one of my favorite books ever. I don't think we need to introduce lab work in every single book, and I definitely don't think it was needed in this one. I understand it was to give her characters a little bit more depth. They were both pre-med as well as being athletes. I love that. That's great. We got a little bit more of Olive and Adam as well being brought into this story. But I just, again, because I wanted a bit more of the swimming, I thought, okay, instead of having those like moments in the lab, we could maybe have had those moments in the pool. But I devoured this. Like this is a bit of me. I'm not going to go into detail because it's just out and I don't want to spoil things. I also don't want to expose myself too much. But yeah, if you enjoy Ali Hazelwood, you're going to love this book. All right, guys, that is enough yapping from me. I hope you have enjoyed this vlog. There are so many exciting things coming, a lot of which I have hinted at, a lot of things I'm still not able to talk about, but I will be filming everything for YouTube. So make sure you've subscribed if you haven't already. Please leave me a comment. Let me know if you've read Addie LaRue. Let me know if you've read A Language of Dragons or even Deep End. Get involved in the comments. Or if you're excited about a potential book tour, let me know where in the UK or in the Netherlands you live, and if you would like to come to an event potentially. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Oh, and also, if you guys want to get your hands on my book, A Fate Forged in Fire, the links are always in the description, or you can just go to where you usually get your books from and it'll be there. Okay, thanks, bye.